all weekend long, but starts on March 14th and 15th with tons of giveaways, great Irish food, and green beer. And it continues on Tuesday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 9 a.m. on Saturday, 11 a.m. on Sunday, and 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And the street party starts at 2 p.m. all 3 days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's Irish Pub, located at 8th and P.
Take your operation to the next level. Right now at Landmark Implement, take advantage of special financing on model year 2019 through 2025 John Deere tractors, sprayers, and combines. Take advantage of a 12-month fixed interest waiver, followed by John Deere Financial standard rates, or choose from multiple split rate offers with approved credit. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and the rest of the 93.7 The Ticket crew as we bring you live coverage of the 2026 NSAA Boys State Basketball Tournament from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The action tips off Wednesday, March 11th. If it's being played at Pinnacle Bank Arena, it's heard on The Ticket, Class A to Class D2 all week long. Join us March 11th through March 14th as we crown 6 state champions at the 2026 NSAA Boys State Basketball Tournament right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome into a presentation of high school boys state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Boys state basketball on The Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now calling all the action, here is Austin Orman.
That's right. Welcome into the Class B State Championship game broadcast here on 93.7 The Ticket in theticketfm.com. I'm Austin Orman. I'm not Tristan Gomez. He is Tristan Gomez. He's been along for plenty of the ride here in Class B. Tristan, we have a heck of a game on our hands. To our left, the Scottsbluff Bearcats. To our right, the Elkhorn North Wolves. Both these teams into the state finals. For the Elkhorn North Wolves, they take down Wahoo in convincing fashion in the first round. They needed overtime yesterday to knock off top-seeded Scott, a 59-57 win for the Wolves over the number one seed Skyhawks.
Yeah, it was an impressive showing for the Wolves last night against the number one seeded Skyhawks, who are going for a four-peat, and the Wolves got in their way and played it tremendous in that one. They got out to an early lead led by Kellen Murphy. He knocked down 5 triples in that one. I think they're going to want to try to do the same thing here tonight, is put pressure on Scottsbluff, get out to an early lead, and knock down some shots beyond the arc early.
For Scottsbluff, they enter the Class B state tournament as the number 3 seed. Pretty clearly the number 3 seed, pretty comfortably the number 3. They take down Gretna East in dominating fashion in the first round, and then they keep Norris just at arm's length yesterday. They win it 64-60 to advance to the state championship. Elkhorn North has yet to win one, a younger school in the Class B ranks. Scottsbluff, on the other hand, actually has a couple Class A titles. Back in 1941-52, they have a double-A title. In 1955, they were last enthroned atop Class B as champions in 2012. Let's go ahead and start with Scottsbluff here. The story for them all tournament long has been the play of senior guard Nathan Kelly, a 6-foot guard who is a walking paint touch.
He has been unbelievable in this one. And the best thing about Nate Kelly is he controls the entire game. He controls the pace on offense. He'll go in transition, sometimes get to the rim. And some of the finishes we've seen out of him this tournament have been so unbelievably impressive. He's headed to UNK next year, and Kearney is in for a treat with him.
The other key player, at least in the stat column for the Bearcats, is Riley Meininger. Meininger actually the leading scorer on this Scottsbluff team, not by much, just by 9 points, but for as good as Kelly has been, Meininger actually leads the way in the scoring column.
Yeah, Riley Meininger has been playing his role in this. He's been getting a few shots up. He's been knocking down quite a few. He's ended with double digits both games, but it's been Nate Kelly. But in this one, Riley Meininger is going to have to step back up. He can do it from beyond the arc. He also does a great job getting into the paint. It's going to be a fun 1-2 punch to watch between Meininger and Kelly.
The starting lineup for the Bearcats: Caleb Berta, Riley Meininger, Isai Sabala, Nate Kelly, and Keon Delgado. Then for Elkhorn North, you mentioned Murphy and his 5'3", Sutton Piatkowski has some good basketball blood. But, Tristan, last night, late in the game, it was Carter Peterson who really took over.
Yeah, he had 2 big-time slams in the fourth quarter, and then when the Wolves needed it the most in overtime, he found a way to hit a corner 3 to extend their lead to 5 and really put the dagger on Scott Catholic, who couldn't knock down free throws at the end. It's going to have to be a full-team effort for the Wolves. It's going to have to be Peterson, Piatkowski, and Murphy in this one.
The starting lineup for the Wolves: Husker football commit Jace Reynolds, Carter Peterson, Nike Orgevold, Kellen Murphy, and Sutton Piatkowski for Elkhorn North. Class B state championship game just moments away. Good crowd on hand for this one. Scottsbluff is to our left and their fans in front of us. Elkhorn North to our right. Their fans are behind us. It'll be Piatkowski and Delgado in the circle at half court to tip this one off. Elkhorn North wearing the Columbia blue jersey, Scottsbluff in the white. Red letters, red numbers for the Bearcats. They're in the circle, ready to tip this one up. Ball is up. Piatkowski wins it. Orgevold and Murphy in the backcourt. Murphy guarded by Kelly, ahead to Peterson. Now it's Piatkowski, top of the key to Reynolds. Reynolds with a full head of steam, reverses course. He'll flip it to Orderbold. Murphy's got it right in front of us. Enters to Reynolds in the high post. Tries to kick it to Piatkowski, but Delgado snuck that right hand in there to knock it out of bounds. 17 seconds in. No score, Elkhorn North and Scottsbluff Class B state title game. Nike Orderbold will dribble from left to right. Now find Murphy. Murphy puts his head down to drive on Kelly. He's cut off. Gets it to Reynolds. Now to Piatkowski, bounces it off to Murphy. 5 on the shot clock. Murphy, skip pass over to Peterson. Peterson fires away from the corner, left it short, rebounded by Berta for Scottsbluff. Isai Sabala handling the ball for the Bearcats, gets it over to Kelly. Now it's Meininger. Meininger looks down to Berta. Berta finds Sabala back on the right slot. Meininger guarded by Reynolds. Gets to the mid-range, reverses course. He'll dump it off to Berta. Left wing three. High arcing shot. Caleb Berta puts the Bearcats on the board first.
Caleb Berta already shown in this tournament he can knock a few down from beyond the arc. Knocked down a few last night, and he starts off hot in this one.
Early 3-0 lead for Scottsbluff. Jace Reynolds has the ball now. He'll skip it corner to corner to Nike. Orgelball, the answer no good. Rebound pulled down by Delgado. Kelly wants to run. No numbers for Scottsbluff. That's not going to stop him from trying to get to the lane. He reaches the paint. Fall away mid-range jumper is good. Nate Kelly. Tough turnaround in semi-transition. Murphy ahead to Peterson in the right corner. Orgelball now with it on the right wing. He drives through the wing, finds Reynolds on the cut. Reynolds a power dribble, extra pass down. Sutton Piatkowski gets the roll, and Elkhorn North is on the board.
Good ball movement there from the Wolves, finding a way to go against this man-to-man defense against the Bearcats.
Kelly's got his left arm all taped up with a Jordan sweat sleeve as well. Sweatband. With it is Meininger. He'll take a dribble guarded by Peterson. He's got the ball in the left slot. Between the legs, he works to the left wing, finds Kelly, top of the key. Kelly has Peterson on a switch. He steps back on the left wing. Kelly lines up a high arcing three, and that is good. 5 early points for number 5 in red and white. 8-2, Scottsbluff. Just over 2 minutes gone by now. That one poked away. Murphy lost the handle. Sabala controls it. Kelly ahead and open to Meininger. Had trouble on the catch. Gets it to Berta. Berta lines up a three, just strong. Rebound, high arcing rebound. Went all the way to the floor. There is a foul whistled on Keon Delgado. Delgado with a bit of a discard as he pursued the offensive board.
Bearcats already showing they're going to be playing pressure defense this entire game. And once they force a turnover, get a steal, they're going to be going quick the other way, trying to get some points in transition.
Kellen Murphy flips it to Nike Orderball, now to Peterson. High screen and roll with Murphy and Piatkowski. Extra pass to Reynolds in the corner. He screens for Murphy. Snakes the pick and roll. Skip pass to Orderball in the corner. With the left hand, number 13 in blue goes up. Nike Orderball for 2. Orgelball cuts the deficit to 4. It's 8-4 right now in favor of Scottsbluff. Meininger thought about the mid-range early in the clock, doesn't take it. Instead, he'll get it to Kelly. Kelly dumps it down to Delgado. Delgado into the chest of Piatkowski, high off the glass, no good. Orgelball controls the defensive rebound. No one picks him up. Now he gets into a dribble handoff. Murphy will rise and fire. Kellen Murphy can't get the roll. Meininger flies in to grab the board. Meininger picked up by Peterson across half court. Now Orgelball on the switch. Kelly drives on Peterson. Nifty one-handed pass from Nate Kelly to Delgado.
Nate Kelly can do it all. He'll get into the paint and also keeps his eyes up. Finds Delgado right there on the block.
Beautiful one-handed live dribble pass with the dominant hand from Nate Kelly. He's guarding Murphy. He's all up in his business. Now over to Peterson to Piatkowski. Puts it on the deck against Delgado. Piatkowski galloping his way in. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Scottsbluff. Quickly the other way is Kelly. Tried to challenge Peterson. Instead, he kicks it out. Berta, another three on the way. Second three-pointer in the early going for Caleb Berta. He's 2 of 3 from deep. 13-4, Scottsbluff. First quarter halfway expired. Piatkowski skips it left wing to right corner to Peterson. He shovels it up to Orgelball. Lost the handle, gets it back, guarded by Meininger. Now it's Reynolds. Reynolds takes a dribble, fires to Peterson, right corner. Big answer. Carter Peterson, right corner for 3.
Scottsbluff was starting to really get into a trend right there of knocking down points every single time they made it down the floor. Big answer there by Carter Peterson.
13-7 Bearcats. First quarter halfway gone. Kelly guarded by Reynolds. He'll dribble it over to the left wing. Between the legs, uses a screen from Delgado. Good defense by Piatkowski. Kelly has to skip it to Meininger. Reynolds comes flying in. Good read to break up that pass intended for Delgado along the baseline. At the media timeout in the first quarter, it's Scottsbluff on top of Elkhorn North. It's 13-7 Bearcats. More first quarter action after this on 93.7 The Ticket. General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back in. First quarter action in the Class B state final. Scottsbluff leads Elkhorn North 13-7. Baseline out of bounds for the Bearcats goes to Meininger, who's fouled shooting a three-pointer. Ethan Beachy fresh into the game, fouled Meininger on a deep three-point attempt. First free throw good for the Bearcats' leading scorer on the season, not the leading scorer on the day. Those are his first points. Scottsbluff paced by 6 early points from Caleb Berta. He's knocked down a pair of triples. Meininger rattles home the second free throw. 15-7 Bearcats, an extra free throw yet to come. Same 5 players on the floor for Scottsbluff that started the game. Beachy, the first sub for the Wolves. Meininger completes the perfect trip to the line. 16-7 Bearcats. Carter Peterson hit a three the previous possession for Elkhorn North to make it 13-7. He has the ball up at the top of the key. Quickly down to Beachy. Enters to Orgelbald. A little bit of a weight mismatch as he goes up on Meininger through some contact. Can't finish. Isai Savala comes away with the loose ball rebound. Ahead and open to Berta. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Instead, he looks down at the entry pass to Delgado. Delgado up with the leftover Orgelbald. 18-7 Bearcats.
Really good move there by Delgado. Got it in, close to the out-of-bounds line, turns back to his strong left hand, goes up with the hook.
Keon Delgado, the third leading scorer on the year for Scottsbluff. Now Murphy trying to drive on Kelly. Fires a pass to Beachy across the baseline. Extra pass Piatkowski for three. Left that one short. Meininger pulls down the rebound. He's picked up across the timeline by Peterson. Uses a screen from Delgado. Steps back. Long three-point attempt blocked by Carter Peterson. What a read by three in blue. Beachy gets picked up by Meininger now. Shuffles it off to Murphy. Quick trigger from Murphy for three. Back rim no good, but there's Carter Peterson doing the little things. An offensive rebound for him. Piatkowski to Beachy on the left wing into a dribble handoff with Murphy. Murphy working left to right, now spins back to the left, kind of galloping into the paint. He'll kick it out. Piatkowski will try again from three. No good on that one. And now Sabala gets whistled for a foul. He kind of pushed Carter Peterson in the back as Peterson went after that rebound.
Yeah, really good play there by Peterson. Saw the three-pointer go up, and Sabala just wasn't able to get a box out on him in time, kind of shoved Peterson going up for the rebound.
First sub of the game for Scottsbluff is freshman forward Trayton Clemens. Also in now for Elkhorn North, number 11, Carson Mankey. Murphy receives the inbound pass, uses a screen from Piatkowski, working to his left. He'll kick it to Mankey in the left corner. Mankey, entry pass to Piatkowski, spinning on Delgado, rejected at the rim. Keon Delgado read it perfectly. Here comes Meininger. Gets it over now to Clemens. Clemens had it stripped. Ethan Beachy beats Nate Kelly down the floor, but missed the layup. Riley Meininger, tough rebound in traffic. Still 18-7 Bearcats as we approach 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. Meininger guarded by Murphy. Now he has freshman Braylon Jackson on a switch. Kelly guarded by Beachy. Scottsbluff content to let these initial moments of the first quarter trickle away. Shot clock down to 10. Still Beachy on Kelly. Kelly uses a screen from Delgado. He's into the paint, kicks it out to Berta. Another three on the way, and that one is good. Caleb Berta left wide open. His third three-pointer puts the Bearcats up 21-7 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Murphy driving on Kelly. Steps through. Runner good. Kellen Murphy hits a runner for two.
Really good answer there from Murphy. Still trying to get on the board. Finally does their good drive. A way to be soft off the glass.
High screen and roll, Kelly Delgado. Kelly thought about the three, didn't take it. He gets it to Berta, right corner. Looks like Scottsbluff content to hold for one shot with a 35-second shot clock. They'll run it down, but now Kelly steps into a three, rattles around and out. That one tipped out of bounds off the hand of Delgado as he and Piatkowski went after the rebound simultaneously. Plenty of time there for Scottsbluff. Had they wanted to go for the 2-for-1, they choose not to. Looks like their last shot of the quarter could very well be that in-and-out three from Nate Kelly. First miss of the day for number 5 in white and red. 21-9, Scottsbluff over Elkhorn South. 30 seconds to play first quarter Class B state final. Murphy takes his time getting it across half court. He's there now, guarded by Kelly. Kelly got a hand on that ball. Murphy gets it back. Kicks it to Piatkowski left wing. 2 dribbles from Piatkowski, dips it down to Jace Reynolds, who's fouled. Number 2, Jace Reynolds, will head to the line to shoot a pair.
Really good drive there from Piatkowski. I mean, as the leading scorer on this Wolves team, you would expect him to go up with that. Notice that he had 2 defenders in his face. Good little pocket pass over to Reynolds.
So Scottsbluff ought to get another crack at it here. The ball pressure from the Bearcats made Elkhorn North go maybe a little sooner than they wanted to as Murphy nearly had his pocket picked. Reynolds rattles home the first free throw. Isai Sabala will come back in. He will replace Trayton Clemens. In now for Elkhorn North. We also see Drew Meyer enter the game. Reynolds, Jackson, Mankey, Murphy, Meyer for Elkhorn North. Berta, Meininger, Sabala, Kelly, and Carpenter for the Bearcats. Second free throw, no good. 11-point game. Nate Kelly going to work. 7 on the game clock. Kicks it to Berta. Extra pass to Bala. Extra pass to Carpenter. Lines up a left corner three. No good. Murphy pulls down the rebound. He is content to hold it under his basket. Through one quarter of play, it's Bearcats 21, Wolves 10. Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the second quarter next on the ticket.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's Scottsbluff out to a 21-10 lead over Elkhorn North here in the Class B state championship game. I'm Austin Norman. He is Tristan Gomez. Harrison Arns holding things down in the 93.7 The Ticket studios. Heck of a first quarter for the Bearcats, Tristan. 21 points on the board and 4 of 8 from long range.
Yeah, absolutely. It started out with Nate Kelly controlling the pace, getting into the paint, and then Caleb Berta was left open multiple times, and he was knocking him down from 3. Already has 3 3-pointers in this one.
He's the leading scorer in the game with 9. For Elkhorn North, they shoot just 4 of 14 overall, 1 of 7 from 3-point range. Bearcats ball as we begin the second quarter of play. Kelly guarded by Reynolds. He's having some issues with the pressure from Reynolds. He's now in front of Elkhorn North's bench. Has to go way around the screen by Delgado. Still gets all the way into the lane and finishes. Nate Kelly. What a paint touch. 23-10 in favor of the Bearcats now. Drew Smith over to Braylon Jackson. Dribble handoff. Murphy flips it to Reynolds. With it now is Meyer. Meyer out to Reynolds in the corner. He takes that shot in warm-ups. Won't take it now. Backs his way into the post. Kicks it over to Mankey. Mankey drives, gets it right back to Reynolds. Can't get the layup to go. Meyer pursued the rebound. Couldn't get it. It's Meininger with it for Scottsbluff. Crosses over on Mankey. Meininger down to Delgado with an entry pass. Delgado couldn't handle it. Too hot, out of bounds. Wave of starters re-enter now for Elkhorn North. Reynolds, Meyer, and Mankey will sit. Jackson remains in the game, the freshman bench player, who Tristan had 13 points to start the fourth quarter of his own against Wahoo a couple days ago.
Yeah, Braylon Jackson also knocked down a big-time free throws last night against Scott. He is a young guy that knows how to play some ball.
Orgelball takes advantage of some miscommunication. Gets to the rim, can't finish. Pietkowski can't finish at the rim either. 2 missed opportunities for Elkhorn North right at the cup. Now Kelly crosses over on Murphy, spins back to his left. Meininger, guarded by Peterson. Into the lane with his left hand, spins back to his right. Thought about the up and under and said he tries to kick it down to number 13. Carpenter, but Braylon Jackson there. Great read to take that one away and draw a foul.
Elkhorn North starting to put a little bit more pressure on the defensive side. Still sticking to man, but you're seeing Murphy get up on Kelly just a little bit more and then cutting into some passing lanes.
Berta and Meininger will take a seat. Clemens and Isai Sabala back in the game for Scottsbluff. Murphy and Pietkowski now Orgelbald right in front of us. Guarded by Sabala, gets it over to Jackson. Hounded by Carpenter at the top of the key. Pietkowski faces up on Delgado all the way to the rim. Sutton Pietkowski for 2. Tough finish there. Pietkowski, a sudden first step, got him all the way to the cup. Sabala guarded by Orgelbald. Now he connects with Delgado in the post. Delgado going right back to work on Pietkowski. Airballed it. Nate Kelly the rebound. He gets a foul called on Kellen Murphy. Nate Kelly will head to the free throw line.
Nate Kelly put himself in really good position there for the offensive rebound and then took a dribble and went through some contact, kind of just threw it up and ended up getting fouled.
Nate Kelly first to the ball, took a dribble to compose himself, spun up through some contact from Murphy. He converts the first free throw. Carpenter out for Scottsbluff into the game, George Schmall. Schmall and Meininger, 2 players with some face masks. Kelly knocks home the second free throw, 25-12 Scottsbluff. No panic on the face of Elkhorn North. Trying to figure out how they can get to what it is they want to do. They have Orgelbald isolated on Schmall. He'll kick it to Pietkowski. Uses the screen from Jackson. Now sets one for Murphy. Murphy driving left, stop and pop. Mid-range jumper just short, no good. But Pietkowski, good rebounding position. He gets a stick back. Sutton Pietkowski back-to-back buckets for Elkhorn North. He's up to 6. Kelly guarded by Murphy, off the screen by Delgado. Kelly waits for Murphy to catch up. Now he draws the defender, kicks it to Sabala, backside corner. Nice extra pass. Eastside Sabala to Keon Delgado.
Really good ball movement there by Scottsbluff. Great kick out to Sabala. He drives and finds Delgado wide open on the block.
Sabala just so quick. Murphy now finds Jackson in the right corner. Jackson guarded by Sabala. He'll take a one-legged runner off the backboard. Carter Peterson crashed, couldn't corral it. Nate Kelly the rebound for Scottsbluff. Right, he works to his left. He'll take a pull-up 3. That one long. Orgelbald and Jackson fight for the rebound. Orgelbald controls. Orgelbald picked up by Schmall. Right to left, crossover kicks out to Pietkowski, and Orgelbald gets whistled for a charge. Keon Delgado posted up just outside that restricted arc that I know they don't use in high school basketball. Either way, beat him to the spot and to take the offensive foul.
Yeah, those are some of the tough ones as an offensive player because you're not even planning on going up for a layup. You know you're passing the entire time, but you just can't slow yourself down. Great position there by Delgado.
Orgelbald got caught not playing off 2 feet. 5 minutes to go, second quarter. It's 27-14. Scottsbluff over Elkhorn North, Class B state championship game. Meininger working on Murphy. Now goes backdoor to Kelly. Extra pass to Sabala. Long windup for 3. Sabala missed everything. Pietkowski with the rebound gets it to Orgelbald. Orgelbald working on Berta back in the game. Now to Pietkowski. Splits Berta and Delgado, but gets bumped on the floor. Sutton Pietkowski draws a foul.
Pietkowski starting to get a little frustrated, expecting a few more foul calls. Finally gets one there as he drives to the lane.
Pietkowski did the same sort of thing against Wahoo. It's one thing to feel what you feel. It's another to be as demonstrative about it as Sutton Piatkowski is. He's setting a double screen for Murphy. Murphy to the rim, draws a blocking foul on Sabala. Second foul now on Isai Sabala. Not quite halfway through the second quarter. Kellen Murphy will head to the free throw line. He's got 2 points, just 1 of 4 so far on the day. Murphy, a couple dribbles, knocks down the first free throw. Peterson, Jackson, Orgerbald, Murphy, and Piatkowski on the floor for Elkhorn North. Berta, Meininger, Sabala, Kelly, and Delgado the starters for Scottsbluff. Murphy perfect on the pair. 11-point ball game right now, 27-16, 4.5 to play, second quarter. Meininger handles the ball for Scottsbluff. Gets it over to Sabala on the right wing. He'll dump it down to Delgado. Thought he had a skip, instead he'll hand it off to Nate Kelly. Kelly draws Orgerbald's attention, kicks it over to Berta. Now Sabala. Sabala to Kelly. Kelly drives around Murphy, stop and pull up from the mid-range, no good. Rebound Elkhorn North, a chance to cut it to single digits. Murphy in attack mode, kicks it to Piatkowski, left open right corner. Three is good. Sutton Piatkowski knocks home a three. He's got 9 early points in Elkhorn North, now down just 8. Kelly on the left slot, guarded by Murphy, out of the middle of the court. Dribble handoff to Meininger, right slot, miscommunication. Who comes up with the ball? Sutton Piatkowski first to the floor, but Elkhorn North comes away with it. It's Berta on the right wing, over Meininger, guarded by Orgerbald, hand in his face. Meininger backs things up top to the right wing. Now over to Kelly. Orgerbald switches off on him. 5 on the shot clock. Nate Kelly, jab, stutter. Pull up from the mid-range is good. Nate Kelly re-extends the lead to 10.
Nate Kelly already shown he can do it in all phases of the game. He can get to the rim, he can hit some mid-range jumpers, and already knocked down a triple in this one.
Kelly's got 11, Berta's got 9 for Scottsbluff as Piatkowski fires away. Again, can't get the roll from the top of the key. Quick shot out of Sutton Piatkowski. He's 4 of 10 in the early going. Sabala over to Berta. Now Delgado faced up on Piatkowski. Delgado one dribble. He's in no man's lane, but gets it to Kelly. Kelly uses the screen from Delgado. Shelves it off to his big man. Delgado lost the handle on the way up, but it's knocked out of bounds by Orgerbald, who attempted to draw a charge. Isai Sabala trots slowly to the bench. Not looking 100% healthy, but maybe just tired. Replacing him, Oliver Carpenter. Delgado sets a screen for Carpenter. He's on the left corner. Now Delgado left wing. Delgado looking for Meininger, now looking for Kelly. He finds him. Kelly working right to left. Guarded by Jackson. Skip pass to the corner. Carpenter left open for 3. Front rim, no good. Orgerbald in great rebounding position to draw a foul on Berta.
Really good shot by Carpenter, unable to get that one to fall. And then, just great position by Orgerbald. Send himself up to not allow an offensive rebound, and he gets the foul called.
Berta out, Trayton Clemens in, as Berta picked up his second foul. So now that's Sabala and Berta, pair of starters with a pair of fouls for Scottsbluff. Murphy receives the inbounds pass. He'll bring it across the timeline with his left hand. Orgerbald has it looking inside quickly to Piatkowski. Spin, fake spin on Delgado, nothing doing. Now sets a screen for Orgerbald. Orgerbald puts his head down, gets to the rim. Nike Orgerbald, right hand on the left side of the rim for 2. Now it's finished by number 13 in blue. 8-point game, 2.5 to go, second quarter. Meininger working on Jackson. Meininger now with the left hand in the right slot. Jackson a hand in his face. Gets it off now to Clemens. Clemens to Carpenter. Carpenter guarded by Orgerbald. He'll go into a dribble handoff with Kelly at the top of the key. Kelly, what a first step. He gets all the way to the rim, but can't finish. Clemens pursues the offensive rebound, gets it back, put back, no good. Carter Peterson controls the rebound. Couple opportunities at the rim for Scottsbluff, but Elkhorn North turns him away. Orgerbald driving on Meininger, trying to get downhill. He's bumped and fouled on the floor. Team foul number 5 on the Bearcats, so Nike Orgerbald will head to the free throw line.
Orgerbald and Piatkowski doing a really good job of trying to get downhill and get to the rim. There's been a few times that they've gotten there, unable to put them in, but also drawn quite a few fouls, and now Orgerbald at the line in the bonus.
Orgerbald's got 4 points in the early going and 3 rebounds. Kellen Murphy with 4, Sutton Piatkowski with 9 to pace the Wolves. Orgerbald's first free throw is true. 29-22 Bearcats. Berta replaces Clemens. Maybe some offense-defense substituting going on for Scottsbluff when they're afforded the opportunity. Berta's got a couple ankle braces on. Good-sized kid, 6'3" junior. Orgelbald way short on that second free throw, just fading away as he shot it. Meininger and Kelly handling the ball up top for Scottsbluff. Bearcats lead it by 7. Horns action now from the Bearcats. They enter to Meininger at the right elbow. Delgado screens for him. Step back three from Meininger. No good. Rebound tipped around, but ultimately pulled down by Orgelbald. It's Jackson right in front of us working on Carpenter on the left wing. Now with Orgelbald, extra pass, Piatkowski guarded by Delgado. Into a dribble handoff with Carter Peterson. Now Orgelbald lines up a three. That one's way left. Rebound pulled down by Meininger. Quickly ahead to Berta. Berta in attack mode. He'll stop. Kick out Meininger. Wide open left wing. Three is good. Riley Meininger connects from three. Scottsbluff back up by 10 with a minute to go in the second quarter. And now Carpenter shoots the passing lane. What a steal and a save. He gets it to Nate Kelly. Kelly with a full head of steam in transition. Kick out. Meininger, right corner three. That one is good. Timeout, Elkhorn North. Back-to-back three-pointers by Riley Meininger, and Scottsbluff goes back up by 13 points. We'll keep it right here with under a minute to go in the second quarter. Tristan Meininger left open for three in transition. Then how about the defensive play by Oliver Carpenter, shooting the passing lane, saving it behind his back to Nate Kelly, who screams up the floor. Meininger doesn't give up on the play. He sprints the right side, posts up in the corner, and knocks down triples on back-to-back possessions.
2 plays in a row, Meininger put himself in perfect position. First, it's Berta driving down the left lane in transition, kicks it out to Meininger, wide open three, drills that one. And then Oliver Carpenter, unbelievable save, flying into his own bench, gets it to Kelly, who goes downhill and transition. Everyone's collapsing on him. Meininger running down the right side, like you said, wide open, knocks down that triple. And just like that, it seemed like Elkhorn North was building some momentum, getting back into this thing, and then just a 6-point swing, just like that.
This isn't the largest lead of the day for Scottsbluff. They're up by 13 points right now. They're up by 14 late in the first quarter before Sutton Piatkowski hit a three. But it's a 13-point advantage for Scottsbluff, just as quick as Elkhorn North had crawled back to make it a 6-point game. Now in terms of possessions, Tristan, with 51 seconds on the clock, I wouldn't be surprised if Elkhorn North tries to go 2 for 1. Orgelbald gets it to Piatkowski. Right slot. Piatkowski working on Delgado. Lowering that shoulder up to the spin. Sutton Piatkowski through contact, draws a foul. He'll head to the free throw line.
Really good move there by Piatkowski. Got it out on the wing, got himself in a post position, and then goes up with it through the contact.
39.2 seconds here on the game clock. It'll be a fresh 35 for Scottsbluff after a pair of free throws from Piatkowski. 4 of 6 at the line tonight is Elkhorn North. Piatkowski splashes home the first one. Berta enters the game as Schmal sits, and then Drew Meyer comes in, give Nike Orgelbald a breather. Jace Reynolds heading to the scores table. He'll check in for Piatkowski for defensive purposes. Piatkowski good on the second free throw. 11-point game. Scottsbluff head coach Scott Golian calling for a one-shot possession. 4.5-second differential game and shot clock. Reynolds into the game to guard Kelly near the timeline. Kelly can't back up much further. In fact, he can't back up at all. Another step and he's behind half court. Reynolds pressures him. Touch foul. That'll turn the shot clock dark as it'll reset. So it would be a full 35 seconds, but for there only being 23.5 seconds remaining in the half. It'll be Carpenter ready to throw it in, guarded by Meyer. Kelly in the same spot he's been for the last 10 seconds of game time. Kelly guarded by Reynolds. 15 on the game clock. He skips it out to Meininger. Meininger uses a screen from Delgado. Kicks it over to Kelly. Right wing three. 10 on the game clock. Nate Kelly, no good. Rebound in traffic, Carter Peterson. Here comes Kellen Murphy. Murphy down the right wing in transition. Guarded by Berta. Murphy gets it down to Piatkowski, who fumbled it between his legs. Delgado secures it and secures an 11-point halftime advantage for Scottsbluff in the Class B state championship game. The Bearcats 16 minutes away from their first state title since 2012. Elkhorn North still in search of its first boys state title in school history. We'll go to break, tell you more about the first half soon on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
And electrical.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more boys state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
At the half, Scottsbluff leads Elkhorn North 35-24. Austin Orman, Tristan Gomez with you for the call of the Class B state championship game. For Scottsbluff in that first half, Tristan Caleb Berta got the party started early by knocking down 3 3-pointers. Riley Meininger tipped in late, but the leading scorer at the break, Nate Kelly, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He's been so very valuable to the Bearcats through 16 minutes.
Yeah, he's been doing it the whole state tournament. Nothing changed in this championship game. He found a way to knock down a 3-point early, get downhill, get to the lane, and get into the paint. And then also when Elkhorn North started to, condense on him and find a way to slow him down, he was able to kick it down to Berta, who knocked down some triples, as well as Meininger.
For Scottsbluff in that first half, Delgado also added 6 points. Those are the only 4 players to score. Bearcats go 12 of 26 overall, 6 of 15 from long range. Tristan, that's something you warned people about in the pregame, was the threat of the 3-ball for Scottsbluff.
Yeah, 100%. And the way they do it is it's not contested threes or it's not off the dribble. They're all just moving the ball so quick. They're finding ways to get into the paint. We saw Sabala do it once, get into the paint and find a wide open Berta to knock down one of his. And they just continuously do that. And so if you're Elkhorn North, you have to find a way to rotate on your defense. You have to have some help side defense if a guy gets into the paint, but also know where the open man is so those three-pointers aren't so easily shot.
On the flip side of things, for Elkhorn North, the Wolves find themselves down by 11 points in their quest for the first state title in boys basketball history for their program. They're paced by Sutton Piatkowski, 11 points on 4 of 10 shooting out the break. He's 1 of 4 from 3, also has 4 rebounds. You look at the starting lineup for Elkhorn North. Piatkowski has 11, Orchard has 5, but on 6 shots and 4 rebounds for him. You've really gotten not that much from Kellen Murphy. Carter Peterson turned on late in last night's game. He's only attempted 2 shots. He's knocked down 1 of his 3s. And then Jace Reynolds, only 1 point, no rebounds, a couple assists in 7 minutes. If that's supposed to be the first wave for Elkhorn North, they better throw the first punch here to start the second half.
100%. And towards the end of that second quarter, they slowly found a way to get downhill. It was Orchard, it was Piatkowski. They were getting downhill, getting to the rim, either laying it in or finding a way to get fouled and put them at the line. I think going into the second half, maybe a few more pick and roll action, try to get some matchups that you like, because right now it seems like they're just trying to play a little bit of a one-on-one game when they could be doing a better job of facilitating just a little bit more.
Elkhorn North hasn't gotten more than 2 buckets in a row. A 5-0 run is the best that they've been able to do. Wolves found themselves down by as many as 14 points. They trailed at 21-7 near the end of the first quarter. They were down by 11 points at that one at the end of the first juncture, and now they're still down by 11 as they play Scottsbluff to a draw in the second quarter. Overall team stats, Scottsbluff 12 of 26 shooting, and Elkhorn North 8 of 25. Bearcats 6 of 15 from long range. The Wolves are just 2 of 10. Good free throw numbers both ways. Elkhorn North 6 of 8. Scottsbluff a perfect 5 for 5. Only 7 combined turnovers. Rebound margin is close. Maybe though for Elkhorn North, Tristan, turning up the defensive pressure to help them get some points in the paint. We've seen them be able to run in transition a couple times.
Yeah, definitely. I think if they can force maybe a few more traps on Nate Kelly to try to get the ball out of his hands, and then also when they do get into the paint, it's just finding ways to stop Nate Kelly or Delgado going up for easy layups and trying to get a few more contested threes. And then, once you do get a steal or a turnover of some sort, get out in transition just a little bit quicker. Get it up to Piatkowski or possibly Murphy so they can actually get downhill to the rim.
It's 35-24. Scottsbluff leading Elkhorn North at the break. We'll step aside for about 3.5 minutes. Be right back for the second half of action here at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life. Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street. Spring sports are here, and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front of the line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
(35-24) Scottsbluff on top of Elkhorn North in the Class B state championship game. Austin Orman, Tristan Gomez with you. Wolves will possess the ball first out of the break, but Tristan, here with about 10 seconds to go before we start the second half, we just saw freshman Trayton Clemens, the first sub off the bench for Scottsbluff, look a little shaken up. His ear was very red. He sprinted back to the tunnel that his team exited at the end of the first half.
Yeah, very interesting. Hopefully he's okay, and curious who comes off the bench first in the second half for the Bearcats now.
We saw Timmerman a little shaken up in our previous game. He would return after sitting behind his bench for a little while, but now Trayton Clemens heads back to presumably the locker room.
All right, original starters on the floor both ways as we are just about ready to get things underway here in the second half. For Elkhorn North, that's Reynolds, Peterson, Orgelbold, Murphy, and Piatkowski. For Scottsbluff, Berta, Meininger, Sabala, Kelly, and Delgado. Murphy handling against Kelly, ahead to Piatkowski, now Orgelbold. Over to Murphy now, right wing Peterson. Gets it to Piatkowski at the right elbow. Piatkowski spinning on Delgado. Might have missed Reynolds' back door. Murphy to Piatkowski on the pick and roll. Sutton Piatkowski up through some traffic. First 2 points of the second half belong to him. Here comes Nate Kelly, bounding across the timeline to Sabala, guarded by Murphy. Sabala flips it to Kelly, but it's taken away. Jace Reynolds creates some space. Jace Reynolds driving layup in transition. Really good start here for the Wolves in this second half. Really good action on offense right there. Pick and roll with Murphy and Piatkowski, and great steal there by Reynolds. Sabala guarded by Murphy, tried to get to Meininger. Peterson got a hand on, but Meininger gets all the way to the cup. Lefty finish, rattles around and out. Pursuing the offensive rebound is Delgado, but it's off his hands, out of bounds. And Elkhorn North now has a chance to cut it to a 2-possession game. About a minute gone by in the third quarter. 4-0 spurt out of the locker room for Elkhorn North. Good half-court execution on the first. Defensive intensity on the second. Piatkowski and Orgelbold working a two-man game. Orgelbold now looks for Murphy on a shallow cut. Reynolds dribble handoff. Not great spacing from the Wolves. Peterson with it with 4 Wolves on the left side of the court. Kelly nearly shot that passing lane, but Murphy comes down with the pass. Murphy aggressive push on Kelly to create space. Reynolds up through contact from Berta, went right into his chest, but Berta walls up. No dice for the Wolves. Kelly into the paint. Dishes off to Delgado, and Sutton Piatkowski gets whistled for a foul. Really good drive there by Kelly, looking downhill. Thought he was going to go all the way to the rim, and then a great bounce pass over to Delgado that goes through Piatkowski and draws the foul. Kelly splitting a couple defenders with that pocket pass. Piatkowski raked both arms of Delgado on the way up. Lefty free throw from Keon Delgado is good. He's the third leading scorer on the Scottsbluff team entering the state tournament. The two leading scorers, Meininger and Kelly, both over 400 points. Delgado just shy of 250. Second free throw short. Rebound Piatkowski quickly up to Peterson, who wants to slow things down. He'll find Orgelbold and now Murphy. Murphy to Piatkowski. Will flip action. Orgelbold out of the horn set. Over to Piatkowski on the right wing. Sutton Piatkowski lets it fly. In and out, no good. Kelly brings it across the timeline. Takes the dribble handoff to Sabala. Miscommunication. Nate Kelly will take full advantage and knock down the mid-range jumper. Really good read there by Kelly. Saw that. No one switched onto him as he faked the handoff and then didn't go into Piatkowski. Just settled for the mid-range jumper and put it in. Sutton Piatkowski working on Delgado now. Right slot to Murphy. Murphy with the right-handed dribble, setting up a screen from Reynolds. He snakes it back to the right hand at the rim. Through contact, nothing doing. Gets his own rebound. Challenges Delgado and draws a foul. Hard tumble to the floor from Kellen Murphy, who pops up immediately. But Delgado just got whistled for his third personal foul. A little bit of foul trouble for Delgado. Curious if they'll leave him in. I think they will. But you just worry with Delgado coming out. That's going to leave Piatkowski kind of on his own island. No one really with the same size as Piatkowski besides Delgado for Scottsbluff. Murphy's first free throw is good. Also notable because a guy like Trayton Clemens might have been up to that task. He has not yet returned from the tunnel. Murphy's second free throw short. Piatkowski and Kelly get into it a little bit on the rebound, but Kelly pops up. Isai Sabala dribbling with his left hand. Finding Kelly now right slot. Here comes Trayton Clemens out of the locker room. Three-pointer from the right corner fired up by Meininger. It's no good. Some trouble with the rebound for Elkhorn North, but Orgelbold pulls it down. Here's Murphy with the left hand over to Reynolds. Extra pass, Piatkowski working with the left into the body of Delgado. He'll turn around from the mid-range, no good. Strong rebound in traffic by Caleb Berta. Berta wants it in transition. He hit 3 early threes. Elkhorn North didn't have him matched up, but they got there eventually. Kelly and Meininger working with it now. Meininger jabs right, dribbles left. Now back to Kelly, top of the key. Working on Reynolds, into the paint, goes into the chest of Sutton Piatkowski, draws the foul as Reynolds got him on the arm. Yeah, Kelly does not shy away from the contact whatsoever. Went right into Piatkowski's chest. Neither him or Reynolds went straight up, and he draws the foul. Nate Kelly tied with Sutton Piatkowski as the game's leading scorers at 13 points. Kelly breaks that tie by swishing home a free throw. Lead back to 10 for Scottsbluff. Delgado will now exit with that third foul. He's a little gimpy heading off the court. Slight limp, nothing too bad, but something to monitor. Schmall into the game as Kelly fires up and hits his second free throw. You mentioned maybe that right wrist for Drayton Clemens. He got it taped. It was taped up before the game. Might be what he went to go get checked out. Murphy to Orgevold out of a 1-4 high set. Reynolds left alone. Peterson looks down to Piatkowski on the duck in. Meininger tries to shoot the passing lane. Instead, he tips it right to Murphy, who kicks it to Carter Peterson for three. Carter Peterson with a three from the right wing. Now Meininger thought about an answer. He won't shoot it. Gets it to Schmall. Kelly cuts. They don't find him. Schmall nearly had it taken away by Orgevold to save the possession. Scottsbluff will take a timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds with them and be back next on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Carter Peterson just hit a three to bring Elkhorn North back within single digits. 4.5 minutes to play third quarter Class B state championship game. Austin Orman, Tristan Gomez with you. Scottsbluff called a timeout to save a possession as Schmall dribbled into some traffic. Had nowhere to go. He gets it into Kelly. Gets a switch on Murphy. Kelly drives baseline. Kicks to Meininger in the left corner. Meininger wants to reset. He's now up to the left wing. Go screen from Kelly. Meininger into the mid-range. Step through on Peterson. Tough finish. Riley Meininger for two. Really good move there by Meininger. Got into the lane. Got the defender into the air and then stepped through. Floats that one in. Murphy with the ball at the top of the key. Swings it over to Peterson. Checks the UCLA cut. Now skips to Reynolds. Into a dribble handoff for Orgevold. Orgevold drives left wing. Right side of the paint. Nike Orgevold. Tough runner up with the right hand. No good. He wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Nate Kelly surveying the floor in transition. Drives on Reynolds. Kicks to Meininger. Now back to Berta, top of the key. Kelly relocates all the way around the arc. He's at the top of the key himself. Kicks over now to Schmall. Extra pass Sabala. Sabala to Schmall to Meininger to get it back to the top. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Riley Meininger guarded by Kellen Murphy. Meininger to the left elbow. Kick out Kelly. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Instead, he'll drive on Peterson. Left-handed skip pass out. Sabala three on the way. It's good. 3 points for number 3 in red and white. Isai Sabala. Scottsbluff back up 13. Murphy into the front court. Wants his team to get going. Piatkowski comes, receives the pass, flips it off to Orgevold. Murphy runs off that screen after getting it to Peterson. Piatkowski posted up on Kelly. Now we have a holding foul called on Riley Meininger. His second foul. Off-ball holding call on Riley Meininger. 45-32, Scottsbluff over Elkhorn North. That brings us to the third quarter media timeout. We'll take it with them back to PBA in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
45-32, Scottsbluff on top of Elkhorn North here in the Class B final. Austin Orman, Tristan Gomez with you.
Tristan, Elkhorn North cut it down from 11 points to 8 on a 3 by Carter Peterson, and then immediately give up a 5-0 run. They're back down 13 points in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I mean, Carter Peterson knocks down the 3, and then Scottsbluff calls a timeout, gets everything reset, and then it seemed like a good offensive possession or defensive possession by the Wolves, but Nate Kelly still finds Sabala, who knocks down a big-time three-pointer. That's what Scottsbluff has done all game long, is when they've really tried to extend this lead with a 3, they've knocked it down.
Orville ball gets it into Beachy. Left open for 3, guarded lightly by Berta, but instead he'll get it to Orville, who dribbles to the top of the key. That one taken away by Kelly. Long pass intercepted. Kelly all the way to the rim and in. Nate Kelly again. Give him 17 and give the Bearcats their new largest lead of the game at 15 points. Piatkowski, quick drive right. He challenges Berta at the rim and finishes. Sutton Piatkowski gets it right back. Decisive drive from number 34. Sabala hit the 3 just a moment ago. Dishes off to Kelly. Beachy went for the steal, couldn't get it. Kelly draws 2. Kicks it to Meininger, right wing 3 on the way. Riley Meininger, no good. Carter Peterson pulls down the rebound. Here comes Murphy. Murphy picked up by Kelly. He'll go into his chest. Kellen Murphy can't get the roll. Rebounded by Trayton Clements. Freshman in a heap on the floor as he went through some contact. He's holding that right wrist again, Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, last night he went up for a layup as halftime was expiring and fell hard on that right wrist and was in some pain last night, and then found a way to, bear through it a little bit so far in this first half and then now into the second, but seems like it's being just a little too much to bear.
You give the kid credit for trying to play through it, but if that's a fracture or a break, that's got to hurt. Kremens holding it very limp against his body. Kelly isolated on the right wing. Kicks it over to Berta. Left corner 3 on the way. Caleb Berta short. Rebound by Beachy. Kelly poked it away. Sabala almost had it, but Braylon Jackson comes away with the ball for Elkhorn North out of the scramble. Gets it now to Menke. Menke challenging Berta at the rim. Kick out Jackson wide open for 3, and it's good. Braylon Jackson cashes in from 3. Elkhorn North back within 10. Can't forget about that kid. He's a microwave. Kelly handling, guarded by Beachy. He'll flip it over to Meininger. Meininger drives left on the freshman. Kick over to Carpenter in the corner, but a foul first on the floor. Looks like they'll get Jackson for the off-ball foul. Minute 38 to go. Scottsbluff over Elkhorn North by 10 here in the third quarter. Sabala ready to throw it in. Looking for Kelly here on this left wing. ISO'd on Beachy. Now Carpenter over to Berta. Berta to Sabala. Guarded by Menke. Sabala all the way to the rim and flips it in with his left hand. Isai Sabala, another big bucket.
Really strong drive there by Sabala. I think at times this Elkhorn North defense thinks that the ball is going to get to Kelly or Meininger, but Sabala is doing some things on his own.
George Schmall just sprinted to the table to check in for defense. He will take the place of Oliver Carpenter. Minute 27 to go. Scottsbluff by a dozen here in the third. Murphy handling the point for Elkhorn North. Kicks over to Jackson on the left wing, looking inside to Piatkowski. He's immediately double-teamed by Berta and Kelly. Foul on the floor. Piatkowski, very clearly the tallest player on the floor, especially, Tristan, with those 3 fouls on Keon Delgado.
100%. I expect Elkhorn North to continue to try to get the ball inside the Piatkowski.
Scottsbluff trying to bother him with some quickness and aggression from Nate Kelly. That's the matchup. Meininger almost got a hand on that pass from Murphy, but Menke has it. He drives from left to right. Beachy left wide open from 3 on the right wing. Ethan Beachy for 3. 49-40 Scottsbluff. Beachy, a few claps as he picks up Kelly at the timeline. Kelly wants Meininger to pop out. He does. Meininger left wing guarded by Menke. Meininger looking for Sabala. They miss Schmall on the cut and some miscommunication. Meininger spins through some contact from Menke. Stop and pop from the mid-range. Tough floater, Riley Meininger. Elkhorn North quickly up the court. 40 on the game clock. Shovel pass off to Jackson. Quick over to Beachy. Just hit a 3 last possession. Beachy into the lane. Kicks it over. Menke won't take the 3. He'll drive with his left hand. Menke now up top to Beachy. Extra pass to Jackson. Looking inside for Piatkowski. Has position on Kelly. Piatkowski lowers the shoulder and gets whistled for the offensive foul. Piatkowski apoplectic. He's having words with the official.
Nate Kelly and Piatkowski have been going at it inside this past 2 minutes with Delgado out. Kelly just had a foul last possession on Piatkowski. Pulls the chair right there. and gets the charge call.
Head coach Andy King is asking about some jersey tugging going on. Still conversing with the official that just called the charge. 15 seconds remain in the third quarter. Nate Kelly has the ball for Scottsbluff. He's the game's leading scorer with 17 points. Game clock reaches 10. Kelly isolated on Beachy. Couple crossovers into the paint. Nate Kelly takes a bump, kicks it out to Meininger. Meininger steps into the lane, challenges Piatkowski at the rim. Counted at the horn, Riley Meininger. 53-40, Scottsbluff leads Elkhorn North as we head to the fourth quarter at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you. We'll be back for the fourth next on the ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Fourth quarter just about set to get underway here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you on the call for Scottsbluff and Elkhorn North. The Bearcats just got a tough two at the rim from Riley Meininger. He converted over top of Sutton Piatkowski and Tristan. Bearcats a chance to double dip as they get the ball to begin the fourth.
Yeah, curious how the Bearcats come out into this fourth quarter. Two big-time buckets to end the third. Big-time stop on the defensive end. Let's see what they open up with.
Jackson and Beachy in the game. Orgelbold and Reynolds on the bench for the Scottsbluff starters. Meininger just hit the two. Can he hit from three? No, he can't hit anything. Air ball out of the hand of Riley Meininger. Elkhorn North starts the fourth with a stop, trailing by Baker's dozen. Murphy running point for the Wolves. Still running into a dribble handoff with Carter Peterson. Flip it to Piatkowski. They want him on the move. Piatkowski working on Delgado with those three fouls. Piatkowski muscling his way in but can't get the roll. Sutton Piatkowski aggressive out of the break. Couldn't get it to drop. Kelly guarded by Beachy on the left wing. Uses a screen from Delgado. Kelly so crafty with that dribble. Nearly lost it. Now Beachy two-hand shoves at the back.
Kelly does a really good job of keeping the ball low to the ground, keeping his balance, keeping his base, and it's tough for defenders. They try to reach in or try to put a body on him, and it just ends up with a foul just like that on Beachy.
Most high school guards, once they get that step, are looking to attack all the way to the rim. Kelly a couple times has gotten even and then let his defender run right into his back. Kelly creates some separation on Beachy, who just took it away from Kelly but couldn't secure it. Kelly gets it right back. Kelly around the screen by Delgado, keeps the dribble alive. Crafty pass. Sabala lines up a corner three. No good, but Delgado in perfect rebounding position to stick it back for two. Braylon Jackson handling now for Elkhorn North. Over to Murphy. Extra pass, Jackson. Jackson, nowhere to go, so he gives it back to Murphy, the point guard. Guarded by Kelly. Screen from Peterson. Murphy, step back three. Blocked by Kelly, but a foul. Kelly got him on the forearm. Three-shot foul coming up for Kellen Murphy. Second foul on Kelly tonight.
You can tell that Kellen Murphy is trying to get going from beyond the arc. I mean, he's knocked down quite a few in this tournament so far. Contested one right there. Kelly got a hand on the arm, though.
Kellen Murphy knocks down the first free throw. Give him 6 points on the night. He's 4 of 5 at the charity stripe. 8 of 11 at the line are the Wolves as a team, as Murphy's good on the second as well. 55-42, the score. Scottsbluff leads it. Just over a minute gone by, fourth quarter. Murphy knocks them all down. 3-point trip for Elkhorn North. They're down now by a dozen. 1-3-1 look now out of the Wolves. Jackson up top. Peterson, Beachy, the wings. Piatkowski in the middle. Murphy running the baseline. Meininger says, don't mind if I do for three. How about that? About 2 passes in that offense. No one stepped up to guard Riley Meininger. He cans his 3rd three-pointer of the day. Casual connection. Murphy guarded by Kelly. Driving right. Takes a bump. Kicks it out to Beachy. Guarded by Berta. Flips it to Murphy. Murphy left over the screen. Reverses course to the right. Gets into the paint. Jackson in the mid-range. Spinning, whirling. Dervish, Braylon Jackson. 1 step too many. It's a travel turnover to the Bearcats.
Wolves went into a zone on the defensive end. Meininger was a little bit deep just beyond the college-length three-point line, and no one even near him. He just decided to take that one. And then on the other end, it seemed like Jackson just got a little sped up trying to get into the lane.
1 possession of that 1-3-1, and the Wolves are back in man-to-man. Meininger and Kelly on the left side. Now Kelly resets things to the middle of the floor. He's guarded by Beachy. Looks for Berta. Guarded now by Jackson in the right slot. Skip over Meininger. He drives to the left on Peterson. Tough runner by Riley Meininger over Sutton Piatkowski again. 60-43 Bearcats. Timeout, Elkhorn North. Scottsbluff takes its largest lead of the game at 17 points. The Bearcats extend it. They lead at 60-43. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them back in a minute to PBA.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
60-43, Scottsbluff on top of Elkhorn North. Just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of the Class B Finals. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you. Here's Nike Orgel-Bald. Flip to Sutton Piatkowski. Flips it right back to Orgel-Bald. Was looking for Peterson in the left corner. He wasn't ready for it. Piatkowski sizes up Delgado. Spin, half spin, all the way to the cup. Sutton Piatkowski count the basket and a foul. Sutton Piatkowski through contact on Delgado, who just got tagged with his 4th foul.
Yeah, really impressive drive there from Piatkowski. Went through a lot of contact, able to somehow get that one in. And then, that's the 4th on Delgado. So looks like he will check out now. Clemens will come in, and we'll see Clemens with that wrist, how well he's able to play in this one.
Clemens, a 6'4 freshman, went to the locker room not long before the conclusion of halftime after the rest of the team had come back out. Piatkowski measures a free throw, rolls around and down. It's like we are seeing man-to-man defense still from the Wolves. Meininger guarded by Peterson across the timeline. He gets the switch. No, now they switch back. Meininger into the paint, drops it off to Kremens. He is really feeling it in his right wrist. A lot of pain. Meininger, right wing guarded by Peterson. Gets it up top to Kremens. Kremens passing with his left hand. Meininger guarded now by Piatkowski. Piatkowski gives him room. Kelly comes to screen. 10 on the shot clock. Beachy on him now. Now Meininger kicks right wing. Kelly, 3, back rim, no good. Kellen Murphy the rebound. Elkhorn North going quick. Meininger shoots the gap to try to get the steal. Meininger first on the floor, has possession, and takes a timeout to save the possession. Riley Meininger, long arms, pokes it away from Kellen Murphy. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Tristan Clemens is in so much pain with that right wrist. He looks like a right-hand dominant player, not fully comfortable with the left hand, gutting it out here in the state finals.
Yeah, good for him as a freshman especially. In these types of moments, you want to play. You want to play in state championships. The issue is he's going to probably have to guard Piatkowski on the other end, or whoever he guards. If they get physical with him, he's going to be in a lot of pain. And then we've seen on the offensive end, he's really not bringing a whole bunch of value, trying to toss it.
He's a non-factor.
He's a non-factor. Every time he's gotten the ball, he's kind of throwing it with his non-dominant left hand. And you're just curious how much he's going to be able to push through in this one.
And if you're Elkhorn North, there's nothing unsportsmanlike in targeting that young man when he's on the court.
No, absolutely not. If you have him in the post, you're not just going to go, all right, he's got a hurt wrist, let's not attack him. You're going to go into him because you know that's an advantage that you can take.
Scottsbluff ball after the poke away by Riley Meininger. Kelly in control. Gets it over to Carpenter, now to Berta. Near steal by Piatkowski. Berta picked up his dribble in a bad spot. Piatkowski all over him. Now tipped away. Carpenter saved it, but it's right to Beachy. Beachy with numbers. Throws it ahead for Peterson in transition all the way to the cup. Lay it in and a foul. Carter Peterson coming alive late for the second day in a row.
Really good toss ahead up to Carter Peterson. And way to go through the contact of Meininger. Lay that one in, and that's just what Elkhorn North needs. They need to find a way to get points in transition, and even a bonus, stop the clock and get to the line to shoot one.
5-point run right now for Elkhorn North. They've cut a 17-point lead, now down to just 11 points on a 6-0 run. Sabala, Meininger, Kelly, the guards handling for Scottsbluff. Beachy's all over Meininger. Tough pass, tough catch by Nate Kelly. Kelly's right in front of us, dribbling along the left sideline. He'll reverse course, get it to Berta. Berta in the panhandle, now over to Meininger. Meininger gets it to Carpenter on the pop. Carpenter hounded by Jackson. Kelly comes to get it 10 on the shot clock. Kelly gets past Murphy, into the paint. Hop step rejected by Carter Peterson, and now Carpenter fouls Jackson. Carter Peterson steps up at the rim, denies Nate Kelly, and once again, Elkhorn North with a chance to get this game back within single digits.
That's what it's going to come down to, is getting stopped, slowing down Nate Kelly on the offensive end, and then for the Wolves, getting back to their offensive end and keep getting buckets, finding ways to get the ball into the rim.
60-49, Scottsbluff on top of Elkhorn North. We are halfway home in the fourth quarter. Murphy and Jackson up top of the key. Now they flip it to Piatkowski. Looking to isolate Murphy on the left wing. Murphy, movement three, short. Rebounded by Schmall for the moment. Orgerball got a tip on it. He pokes it away from Kelly, but Kelly controls. Orgerball picks up Kelly in the half court. Kelly crosses over on him. Orgerball got fooled on the crossover. All he could do was reach in and foul. Third team foul of the quarter for the Wolves. Bearcats are at 4. Carpenter will check in for Schmall, offense-defense sub. Schmall has hustled to the scorer's table a couple times to get in and put his hard hat on the defensive end. Carpenter to key it into Meininger, guarded by Peterson. You reset the shot clock on the foul. Meininger crosses over on Peterson. Gets to the lane, he'll back it out. Meininger dribble handoff to Kelly, gets Peterson on the switch. Scottsbluff more than happy to take its time. 3.5 to play. Kelly into the lane. Comes to a jump stop, but he dragged the foot. Nate Kelly not quite under control enough. A turnover gives it right back to Elkhorn North.
Another stop for Elkhorn North, and now it's just getting it down on the offensive end and getting good looks. Kellen Murphy took a really tough three on that last possession, still trying to knock one down from beyond the arc. But at this point in the game, you want to get shots that are good. Still 3 minutes left to go in this one. Plenty of time to get good looks.
Delgado back in the game with those 4 fouls. He's guarding Piatkowski at the right elbow. Piatkowski goes into his chest with the left-handed dribble. Spins back to the right. Power dribble. Sutton Piatkowski up. Can't get the roll. Rebound tipped around. Who's going to get it? Kellen Murphy will. Murphy skip pass to Braylon Jackson. Jackson drives left. Spins back right. Mid-range jumper off the glass. No good. But Braylon Jackson, the freshman, will head to the free throw line for a couple free throws.
Elkhorn North continuously finding ways to get shots up, get offensive rebounds. Still great opportunity to chip way into this deficit.
11-point game, just under 3 to go. Jackson at the free throw line. He's got 3 points. He's knocked down a 3. Long on the free throw. Peterson and Piatkowski talking things over in the lane for Elkhorn North. Murphy and Beachy exchanging thoughts on the perimeter for the Wolves. Jackson, dribble and spin. No good on both. Opportunity to score with the clock stopped, and they can't do it. Meininger guarded by Peterson, dribbles with the left hand toward the middle of the floor. Zabala wants to come get it. He doesn't. Meininger keeps the dribble alive. Under 3 minutes to go. Peterson
Hand checking Meininger. Gets into the lane, kicks it out to Kelly. Wants to reset. Beachy shoots the gap. Gives Kelly a little body. 10 on the shot clock. Kelly creating in the mid-range. Just gets shoulder checked by Murphy to draw the foul. That's now the third foul on Elkhorn North. They were quick to put it up last time. So now 3 fouls on Elkhorn North. For Murphy, his second.
Wolves trying to put a lot more pressure on Nate Kelly, not let him get comfortable to have any comfortable drives, but you still have to play solid. Can't get those fouls for you.
Sabala into Kelly in the left corner. Uses a screen from Delgado, and now Piatkowski slapped with a foul. Piatkowski's third. He tried to blitz that side ball screen. Piatkowski just a step out of position. So here's Sabala. Jackson playing defense on the inbound. Sabala gets it into Kelly. Very similar spot to where he caught the last baseline inbound. Great read by Carter Peterson to steal the skip. Here come the Wolves. Peterson gets it ahead to Piatkowski. Lost the handle for a sec, gets it back. Jackson looks his direction, but Piatkowski's double team. Now Peterson over to Beachy. Thought about a three. Instead, he'll drive left, come to jump stop, kick it out. Piatkowski, relocation three, no good. Long rebound to Jackson. Jackson to Beachy. Second chance opportunity. That one long. Nate Kelly comes flying in for the rebound. Took it away from the freshman Jackson. Kelly had an open lane, but he'll slow it up. Now he attacks into the chest of Peterson and one! Nate Kelly telling his student section what he just did. No one picked him up. No one communicated. He was going to slow it down and says, don't mind if I do. He goes all the way to the rim into the chest of Carter Peterson for a high degree of difficulty finish that put the Bearcats back up 13 points.
You said it. I thought he was going to pull it out, take some time off the clock, and I think he saw a lane and said, why not go for it? He went for it right into the chest of the Wolves defender and lays that one in.
Only the two for Kelly as he misses at the free throw line. Jackson guarded by Sabala, right wing over to Peterson. Peterson driving on Berta, lost the ball, but he's fouled. 5 fouls both ways, so Carter Peterson will be heading to the free throw line despite the foul on the floor. Jace Reynolds set to check in alongside number 1 Flynn Fickbone. Defensive subs likely cranking up some defensive pressure. In this second half, Tristan, Jace Reynolds has only played 6 minutes. That's a starter for the Wolves. Orgelbold will take a seat. Fickbone will come in for Peterson should he convert the second free throw as he did the first. 103 seconds left to play. Scottsbluff now leads by 11. Peterson will trot to the bench as Fickbone comes in. Full court man-to-man pressure out of the Wolves. Speed post player Delgado getting it into Kelly. Is the trap coming? Kelly doesn't want it, so he spins back to the middle of the court. Murphy has eyes for the trap, but instead Kelly gets around Reynolds. He'll back it up. Kelly kind of galloping. He's hopping around Reynolds. Skip pass to Meininger. Thought about the three. He'll take the one dribble. Pull up. Riley Meininger. That might be the dagger. Riley Meininger for three yet again. Give him 23 on the game. He's 4 of 9 from range. And Scottsbluff is up 14 with 90 seconds to go. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Back to PBA in a moment.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front of the line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
And electrical.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Austin Norman, Christian Gomez with you at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Most of Scottsbluff on its feet as the Bearcats lead Elkhorn North 65-51, a minute 25 to play in the Class B final. Tristan, how about Riley Meininger?
Not the best shot, if we're being honest. There was plenty of time left on the shot clock. Scottsbluff in an opportunity where they could dribble it out just a little bit, had a double-digit lead. Riley Meininger gets it in the corner, pump fake, one dribble, gets it in. puts it home.
You're dangerously close to Paul George Russell Westbrook territory. That's not a good shot. But it went down, just like it did for Dame Lillard. Orgerball drives, looking for Murphy on the relocation. Instead, it's Peterson. Fakes the dribble handoff, drives on Schmall, gets all the way to the cup, but the foul's on the floor. Carter Peterson will head back to the free throw line for 2 more. Peterson's got 11. One of 2 Wolves in double figures alongside Sutton Piatkowski. 11 points, 5 boards for Peterson in 25 minutes of work. Peterson good on the first. Got his right pinky and ring fingers taped together. Also some support tape on the back of his left calf. Ankle brace on his left ankle as well. Beachy and Reynolds in the lane, setting up some full court pressure. Peterson toes the line, lines up his free throw, rattles it home. Kick boom for Peterson again, offense, defense, subs. Bird is just hanging out at half court. Jackson finally got pointed the right direction to go see him. It is Delgado to get it in. Looking for Kelly, looking for Meininger, does get it to Kelly. Beachy missed the steal. Fickbohm, and now a couple other Wolves come to trap Kelly. He skips it way deep corner for Berta, who will back it out to Sabala. We've reached a minute to play in the fourth quarter of the Class B state finals. Dangerous pass. Meininger does corral, gets it to Sabala. Sabala dumps it off to Delgado, lets a couple defenders fly by. Jason Reynoldson blocks the shot. Beachy couldn't corral it, though, so Scottsbluff has it underneath their own bucket. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Scottsbluff able to run off a lot of time there, doing a good job of keeping the ball steady, and now they have it on their own inbound.
Kelly with the ball now in the deep right corner. Guarded by Beachy. He'll get it back up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kelly into the lane. Steps through on Jackson. Tough righty shot. Rattles home for Nate Kelly. 67-53. Murphy goes quick. Timeout Elkhorn North. We'll keep it right here. Meininger hits a 3 from the corner. Now Kelly gets a tough one-handed step through to drop. And Scottsbluff up 14 with 40 seconds to play.
Yeah, absolutely. There were a few things that needed to happen in order for Elkhorn North to really cut back into this deficit in this last kind of 3 minutes of play. And it was getting stops on the defensive end. And not only getting stops, getting steals and being able to go in transition, hopefully get a few buckets. But it's been the exact opposite. I mean, Riley Meininger takes a really dangerous 3, really wasn't needed. He pump fake, one dribble to the right, knocks that one home. And then they take off pretty much the entire shot clock that last possession and find a way to get into the paint once again. Nate Kelly knocks it home. And this one, very close to over, and Elkhorn North going to need to knock down a few threes.
Elkhorn North is on the game, shooting 5 of 17 from long range. In this fourth quarter, Tristan, they've gone over their last 4. They haven't scored from the field in just about 4 minutes. Peterson and Murphy are 8 of 8 at the free throw line in this segment. Piatkowski also had the free throw. They've kept pace with Scottsbluff, just have not been able to make up ground. All right, Elkhorn North ball will be Orderbold to throw it in. He's along this right sideline as Elkhorn North works to the right. Murphy. Dribble handoff to Orderbold. He'll pull from college range 3. Nike Orderbold splashes home a 3, bringing Elkhorn North back within 11. Kelly, one-man press break, takes a jersey tug from Murphy, and he'll head back to the free throw line. Beautiful looking shot out of Orderbold to knock that one down from the left wing. Kelly knocks both of these free throws down. He can tie Meininger for the team lead in points scored tonight. Kelly's free throw is no good, so he'll settle for second place after this next one. 44 of the 67 Bearcat points have come from their starting backcourt. Kelly, couple dribbles and spin. Free throw up and good. 68-56. Kelly will apply some token pressure to Murphy in the backcourt. Murphy quickly heads, spin move to the left hand. Kellen Murphy up through traffic. No good. Ball nearly tipped up and in, but Sabala comes away with the rebound. Jackson tried to foul, but they won't give it to him. All that's left to do for Scottsbluff is dribble it out. Isai Sabala, the senior guard, has it for the Bearcats. Elkhorn North has completely retreated to their side. You'll hear the buzzer. We're not bluffing. Neither are they. For the first time since 2012, the Scottsbluff Bearcats reign supreme atop Class B. 68-56. It's Scottsbluff defeating Elkhorn North The Bearcats get their first title since 2012. We'll be back briefly to tell you more about it here on The Ticket.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology, on your side, by your side.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Parents deal with a lot of what-ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what-ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee. General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
68-56, Scottsbluff wins Class B. They take down Elkhorn North by a dozen for their first title since 2000 and a dozen. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez been on the call with you for this one. Tristan, a two-man effort primarily on the offensive end for Scottsbluff. Meininger and Kelly combined for 45 of the 68 points, where there were contributions up and down the Bearcats roster as they win the title.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, it was the two guys that it has been all season long for the Bearcats. It was Nate Kelly, it was Riley Meininger, and they were doing it all over the floor. Nate Kelly started out extremely hot in this one, and that's kind of what led the Bearcats to this victory, starting out really hot in this first quarter, and then they just never looked back.
They did not. They led it by 11 after 1 and at the break, and then they led it by 13 after 3. Elkhorn North only to take 1 point off of them in the fourth quarter. For the Wolves, Tristan, this was their second appearance in the state tournament as a program. They were here last year, and the path looked pretty similar. Last year, they beat Wahoo in the first round before they fell to Scottsbluff in the semifinals. So for Elkhorn North, they hang their hat on a big win over top-seeded Omaha Scott, but fall just short of the first title in program history.
Yeah, absolutely. They were played so well this entire season, made their way with a big upset against the number 1 seeded Scott to get into this championship game. And there were just a few guys that they could have maybe got a little bit more from. Kellen Murphy, who had 5 3-pointers in the semifinals, unable to knock any home in this one. Sutton Piatkowski did a great job of trying to get downhill and fight his way back, but it felt like every time Elkhorn North had a little bit of momentum, the Bearcats stole it right back with a big-time 3.
Scottsbluff, the runners-up in Class B last year, they scale the mountain all the way this year. They're 68-56 winners over Elkhorn North. Their first title since 2012. One more game to go here at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2 weeks of state basketball. Tristan Gomez will have the call for that. But for Tristan and Harrison, this is Austin Norman signing off. We'll talk to you again soon from PBA.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project manager